Hi everybody, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, what should have been a great day in Ketchikan, Alaska turned tragic as a cruiser was involved in a very freak accident that it's almost hard to believe, but I'll tell you about it. We also have Royal Caribbean canceling a cruise destination for 6 months. That's right, half a year. We also have in Greece, a cruise ship that collided with a dock and left a huge gash in its hull, probably unable to sail until that's repaired pretty quickly. We also have the Disney Adventure just set sail for its sea trials, and there's already drama on board. Today's video is brought to you by Private Internet Access. Well, if you are like me, you don't want people finding your personal information. You don't want them getting your credit card numbers. You don't want them finding your bank accounts, your home address, your phone number. You don't want people who can use that information to do really bad things to your credit score and your accounts and steal money, etc. And that's why you should always use a VPN. A VPN hides your IP address, makes it virtually impossible for them to log in and see your information and steal that information because it's making it look like you're somewhere else. It's making you look like you're in a different country than you are actually in altogether. And it's bouncing your IP address so it's not showing your IP of your computer. That's the big benefit of a VPN. Now, why did I choose private internet access? Well, for one thing, I could do my cell phone, I could do my computer, I could do my iPhone, I could do my laptop, I could do my office computer. I could do unlimited devices under the exact same plan. Not only that, they also have a no log policy, which means even they're not storing my personal information that can possibly be hacked by somebody in the future. And that's been proven in court by a third-party audit. So if you'd like to give private internet access a try, why not follow my link down below? You can get up to 83% off your subscription, plus 4 months free. I'm glad I use private internet access. I use it everywhere I go, and I'm sure you'll be happy as well. Thanks again to Private Internet Access for sponsoring this video. So again, what should have been an amazing day in Ketchikan, Alaska. I can see what's happening right now because of where the accident was. Somebody decided to walk up and look out at Creek Street, one of the historic sites in Ketchikan. It's a beautiful area. You can see sometimes you can see the salmon running. You can often see seals swimming up and down in the creek. It's a great spot, very popular area. You can shop there. And what seemed to happen is that there was a parked car that suddenly just accelerated, crashed through the barrier and right into Creek Street, right down into the creek. Now, two passengers, two bystanders were hit by the vehicle as it crashed through, as well as the woman in the car seemed to be unconscious. Now, I don't know the name of the gentleman, but wow, he jumps in to Creek Street, actually takes a rock and smashes the window, pulls the woman out up on top of the vehicle, starts CPR on her, and some water comes out of her mouth, and she finally starts to breathe on her own, and then she starts trying to get out of the water herself. He basically saved her life. He was the only one who seemed to jump in, which, considering how many people were standing by there, I guess a lot of the people are just in shock of what was happening. Plus, they were concerned about the people up who were just hit by this vehicle. Well, unfortunately, they were both transported to hospital, and one woman, 57-year-old, was pronounced deceased on arrival. Again, should have been a great day in Ketchikan, turns absolutely tragic, and condolences go out to the friends and family. This is just like a freak accident. Don't know what happened to the vehicle. Don't know anything yet. There's going to be an investigation. All we do know is that there was a tragedy involved, where a cruiser passed away from walking around, just walking around Creek Street in Ketchikan. Very sad story. We also have the Disney Adventure, literally just launched and is doing its sea trials when it pulled into port in Germany to be refueled. And suddenly the police showed up and were actually conducting a raid looking for 2 workers involving 2 different cases. One was a drunk driving charge that they're wanted for an arrest, multiple drunk charges apparently. And another was for, I believe it was fraud that they were charged with. And so 2 separate cases, 2 separate workers, and the police were just, oh, I think they're going to be on that ship. Bam. they were caught. Not great news for these guys. But yeah, drama already on that ship. Also, speaking of a little bit of drama, we had a ship in Piraeus, Greece, collided with the dock. The Gemini, the MV Gemini, crashed into the dock. And according to Cruise Center out there, there is a large gash in the side of the ship where it struck. So much so, and so deep, that it probably won't be allowed to sail until those are repaired. Not know what they're going to do with the people who are already on board or the future cruises that they're doing. But it's got to be heavily inspected. And by the looks of that gash, it looks like very, very deep and pretty close to the waterline, I'd say. So you don't want to have that ship sailing if there's any chance that water will start rushing in there, or even the hull gets weaker because of it without the repair. So yeah, a collision in the dock. It does happen once in a while, and this one looked pretty severe from what I can see of the photos. And finally, we have Royal Caribbean. As we know, they started off canceling sailings into Labadee because of the prison break in Haiti, etc. A little bit of worry. Then they reopened it for a couple of months, and then they shut it down. And then they keep every month or so. They go, well, we're going to extend it 2 months, and then we're going to extend it another month. They're not going month by month anymore. They just said, yep, until at least the end of April in 2026. So full 6 months more, and maybe even longer until things settle down in Labadee in Haiti. So yeah, not great news for the people who rely on them for their jobs and the things in Haiti, but I guess conditions haven't arisen to such occasion where they feel safe bringing the cruise ships back just yet. Well, let me know in the comments down below. Do you think Haiti might have to be a write-off after a while, Labadee, and or are they going to have to provide heavy security in that area? It's a beautiful little place to go. Great relaxing area, fun little place. Just don't know if it's worth it for Royal Caribbean to keep investing money in a place that's been technically closed for almost a year now. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. We'll see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world. Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.